Oh, it's raining again, so I'm catching up on little jobs. I've been doing that for about the last month though. To be honest, it's been good for me getting on top of the jobs. It's not been so good for the farming, you know, hey ho. Right, talking about little jobs, I'm by the Landrover, and do you remember, oh sorry about the noise, there's a digger in the background down at Reggie's. I don't know what they're doing down there. Do you remember, God, that is noisy. Do you remember about a couple of months ago I pranged the Landrover door? I put a nice dent in the side. Here's a clip of what it looked like. I came down here the other day to move that fence there, right? Just to set it all up. And I had all the stuff in the back of the Landrover like I always do. Look, here's some fencing gear in here now. Right? What I didn't do is remember that I've got an implement by the gateway, a really old implement that's just been there for years. Anyway, I came round the bend and the first I knew was not quite like that, but noise, right? And I'm going to show you what I did. Oh, I am so gutted. This Landrover's been with us at least 20 years. It's in pretty good nick, or it was, until I caved the door in. Have a look. Look at this. Look at that. So you can see where I caught the implement there, and then as I went along it pushed the door in and it's bulging out the bottom now. And this is where I caught it. Look at that. Look, there's the Landrover paint on the flipping wheel that doesn't move around. This cultivator, and there's a chain arrows there as well, stuck in here. This cultivator used to be in the corner of the hedge, and then when we had the fence put in there, we moved it out of the way and we never moved it back, and I forgot that it's there. This is a horse-drawn cultivator, so it's probably at least 100 years old, maybe more, and it's just been left there. But I forgot, and look at the consequences. Metal versus metal. That metal wins. That's solid cast iron, that's pressed aluminium, I think. Oh, so at some point, I don't know, I think I can take the door skin off, or maybe I'll try and push it out a little bit, I don't know. So that was early one morning when I pranged it on that cultivator, which I moved, the horse-drawn cultivator, which I moved to another part of the field. Last night I had a little go at fettling. They call it fettling, don't they? Bodging, trying to knock the dent out. I didn't actually film that bit, I didn't have my camera with me, and I forgot, I didn't think about filming till afterwards. So, oh hang on, I've got to unlock it. So now, I'm with the Landrover now, and I'm going to show you what it's like, the door. I'll show you, just bear with me. Great reveal, it's not that good. Right, I've unlocked that now. Right, let's spin this around. So, I've managed to push that out, but we've got a problem here, it's sort of buckled back out the other way. That is all, see the paint's coming off there. There's a big crease there. Now, let me just open it and you can see inside. What's happened is the frame of the door, and this is a common Landrover thing, the frame of the door is rotted out. Look, this is 40 years old, so I'm a bit loath to smack it around too much because that is caved in. I don't think I can probably do a lot more. I'm not going to reskin the door because the problem is you've got to rebuild the door. Look, it looks to me like someone might have already done something on there a long time ago. Is that old sealant? I don't know. That black line. I don't know enough about Landrovers to know whether it's a, you know, people repair stuff like this regularly. I guess they do. I think it's the steel reacting with the alloy. Just shut that. It's not great. I use this rubber hammer, which get a bit more of a shape to it. Right. I said I wasn't going to bash it too hard, and I have. And look, a bit of aluminium's fallen out. That's trim from somewhere else. But this is all a bit dodge. I think that's all right. The creases, that bit of paint there, look, it's already coming off. You can see what happens is the aluminium underneath oxidizes and then it sort of boils up. You can see that. What I've got, I have actually got some paint, and what I might do is just splosh a bit of paint on there. That's not too bad actually. It's better than it was. Don't know where that T cut out. The gates, it's not shutting brilliant, but it's better than it was, isn't it? Don't you think? Okay, so I'm not a mechanic, I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician. I'm a bodger. You know that by now, you've watched me enough. I think that's okay though, to be honest. If you did go around any farm, tell me you don't see Land Rovers with massive dents in the side and you'll be telling me a lie. Because they're all bashed up, especially this one, it's 40 years old. There's another dent there. I don't know how to get to that. I don't know whether you can get to that. Oh, let me just put that down. Let's see if I can get this bonnet open. Oh, right. No, you're not going to get to it. It's right in there. You have to take all that. So you'd have to push in through there. Hardly worth it, is it, for that? There we go. I'm happy with that. I got to put the front. I got to put the outer casing on. Look, all this has come off here. Interesting to see the mechanism inside. So I've got to put this back on. Look, this has all seen better days. Look at the state of that. So I wonder if they wrote that in the factory. Plastic, what good's that doing? I don't know. Right, let's just put that back on. There we go. I've got it on, hanging on. So many little screws. This isn't a day when they made vehicles that you could actually DIY yourself. Look at this. It's not rocket science, is it? It's a screw holding on the outer cover of the door. The good thing about this is that any Joe Blogs like me with a screwdriver can come in here, no special tools, and take that lining off. Now the thing is, any new vehicle you get now is going to be impossible for you to maintain unless you probably got some sort of special caliper type equipment. There we go, right, I'm just going to put that one on. So this is my ultimate frustration, is what a massive step backwards. We'll just stop in here a minute. A massive step backwards getting rid of the Land Rover was. So my understanding is Land Rover Discovery got rid of the vehicle because it didn't meet environmental regs, emissions and stuff, and maybe safety, but they didn't really want to make this vehicle. Because the problem with it was, people like me keep them. They don't change them. Why would I change this vehicle? What advantage in changing this vehicle is there to me to a newer one? It does exactly what I need it to do. It's the main thing about it is it's absolutely solid. So that door I've been whacking away there, 40 years old, or 38 years old I think it is. No, 37 years old. 86 this is. It might be rusty, but it's lasted 37 years. That's not what any vehicle manufacturer wants, is it? They want you to change your vehicle every couple of years or every 10 years at the most. And I see these new lovely four-wheel drives and stuff that are people driving around in now. They ain't going to be on the road in 40 years time, are they? You think how many Land Rovers are still out there on farm? Because although that door took a beating, I was able to knock it out to a good enough shape. You won't do that on a modern vehicle. Besides, any new vehicle like this now have an airbag system that as soon as you tap into a gate post goes off. Absolute nightmare to repair. I'm not saying this is a brilliant, comfortable vehicle for going places, you know. The new vehicles, you know, you'll do 80 mile an hour on the motorway, no problem, and go off on holiday in it. You wouldn't want to do this in this beast. You know, it's great for me running around the fields, but I wouldn't want to be using it as an everyday vehicle driving everywhere. But, wow, what a solid, wonderful vehicle a Land Rover Defender is, or was. You know, look at it. I love it. Let's put another screw in there. You know, I've seen the new Land Rover Defender, sorry. I do like it. I wouldn't mind one. But, look, can I do that? I'm just going to screw that in with one hand, look. I'd like one, I'd like a Defender, but would I be able to go out and about on the farm in it? I don't think so. I noticed the Ineos Grenadier, you know what the vehicle I was associated with about 4 years ago, that I never got continued on with that. I noticed that they are making a pickup version of it now, which is a bit more like the Defender, although it's a 4-door one. You really want a 2-door for farming, but at least they're heading in the right direction. I want to see one in the flesh. I still haven't seen the Ineos Grenadier in the flesh. I'm sure it's a lot more robust than the new Defender. The only problem with it is it's probably going to cost 80,000 quid or something like that. So it's, you know, not really. That's the other thing about Land Rover Defenders. When they stopped making these, I believe they were sort of only selling for about 25 grand. Well, there wasn't a lot of markup on that, was there? You know, what they really want to do is sell you a vehicle which is all bells and whistles, and you can sell it for 30 grand, then you've got a good profit margin. There isn't a lot of profit margin in a vehicle that's 25 or 30 grand, is there? You've got to sell volume. And I think the problem with those old Defenders, they weren't selling volume because of the fact they lasted so long. So why would people change them? Anyway, that was my little chat about Defender. You might have different opinions on that. I'm sure some of you have. Right, I'm just going to put this back together, and then I've got a nice little tool to show you. Right, I've just got to finish putting the windscreen wiper. It's not even anything to do with the windscreen, is it? It's the winder for the window on, and you can see I'm using my socket set. Oh, it's going on its own free will now. Okay, I think that's all right. Right, let's wind that back up. Right, got a few spare parts left over. Don't know what that is. Bit of foam out of it. Let's have a look though. This bit has come loose, so I think I've got a catch in there to sort out. It's a little bit better. One bash Land Rover. Anyway, I thought I'd show you, while I'm on with my socket set, I thought I'd show you this. See if I can get that open. Right. So this is for this. Now I gotta say thank you to Dave. I can't remember what his Esmonds, I think his surname was, who sent me this thing. Now this is for putting sockets on. Let me just show you my socket set. What a disaster that is. This is where I need Harry. And the idea is these clip on like that. Oops. I'm trying to do it one-handed. That ain't ideal, is it? Let me just do this. Like that. Look, they go on there, and I can keep my sockets all together in a nice order, because the problem I've got is they're not, they're all messed up. I can't find the 17. What mill's that? That's the 10 mil. Right, what's that mil? 9 mil. Right, that's good. So let me just get these sorted into an order. and then I'll pop them on there. So I won't worry about the Imperials, because I think, look, I've got metric and Imperials, 7/8, and I'm hardly going to use these. It's all about metric these days, isn't it? 17mm. Oh, that's 270. I got 217mm. I wonder why that is. See what a confusion here. 13, 16, 25mm. Alright, let's have a look when I've sorted these out. 26mm. That's better. So I've started, that's the smallest one I got. I got an 8mm. And it goes right up. Well, that's 25, but these are, that's a 32. I don't think I need to put those on there. Realistically, just going to put the smaller ones on there. I'm doing this one-handed. It's not good. I'm going to just put this down. I'm going to do them, and then we'll have another look. Ta-da! Crikey, that is... Look at that. That's genius. They're all in order. And if I'd been clever, I would have put them so I could read the numbers on the outside, on the sides. I should be able to see there, though. I mean, at least they're in the right order. I might have to get another one of these bars. I might buy a couple of these. This one, David, I'm not knocking this, but this one is meant for the wall, like that. I think screw on the wall. What I probably need is one to carry with me, because these things here pop off a little bit easy. But that is blooming good for now. I'm going to stick that in there. At least I've kept them all together. You're less likely to lose them as well, aren't you? As long as you remember to put them back. Right. Let's okay. Whoop. Right. I've got to go and do some more work. Let's leave the spare parts department there. Sort that out another day with a bit of paint. Right. So there's a bit of wacky backy from knocky farmer. We're going to end this though with a bit of fun. So rather than just a bit of boring mechanics that I mean spewing stuff about Land Rovers, let's finish this with a bit of cinnamon tasting with me and the boys. This is a bit of silliness we did the other day, and I hope you like it. Always good to end with a bit of a laugh. Do you know what? I tell you what, having the boys around in summer holidays, absolutely brilliant. You see, so I film videos, you know, as I do with the boys, and you see probably 3 videos a week, which are probably 20 minutes long maybe. So if you think about how long that is, that's not very long over the course of the whole week. There is tons of stuff I do with the boys that you don't see. We have such a laugh. It is so good. They're so good company for me to have on the farm. We fitted I'm just laughing about it now. We fitted a gate post the other day, and they took it in terms of getting in the hole. I didn't video any of that, but it was just about a bit of a laugh. And you might think, oh, it's nearly always Harry in the videos. That's primarily because Harry shows more interest in doing stuff on the farm. Jack's a teenager. You know what teenagers are like, but he does a lot of stuff that you don't see. He is brilliant with the cows. He goes around and checks the cows for me, at night, and goes and tells me what's going on. He is really good on that. Yet we don't really make videos about it, and I don't know whether I'm not going to make my kids do videos. It's up to them. Jack's quite reserved. It's all about image at that age, isn't it? And maybe it's not cool to be on a video with Dad. So don't think that Jack doesn't pull his side of the bargain on the farm. Not that he has to. Anyway, this is a bit of fun we did. Sit back and just have a laugh. So Buddy you're just having a pig's trotter there, mate, aren't you? Chewing on that. Meanwhile, Jack, you're doing what?
A cinnamon challenge.
Cinnamon challenge.
What does this involve?
Tablespoon of cinnamon, put it in your mouth, and if you manage to swallow it, then you win.
Can you manage to swallow it, do you think?
No.
Is this a good plan?
I think it's going to be really hard.
I bet that's out of date by about 3 years, that stuff. Been in the cupboard for ages.
It's going to blow away.
What's the expiry date?
2004.
Wait, what?
2004?
So 2004 and 2004.
Jesus, you're right.
Or maybe 48.
Oh, that'd be alright. 2004, that's fine. It'd be just about...
See?
It's out of date, 2004.
That's 20 years.
That's fine. The battery's nearly flat on here, Jack. You better hurry up. Ready?
3,
right, go.
2, 1.
Oh, Jamal.
It's like
Hurry
Is that not a good? What are you? Just use the glass.
Ready? Watch this.
Oh no! Cut. Right, this is take 2, but he likes that, doesn't he? Oh, he's really going for it.
Right, says take 2.
Take 2.
No, not take 2.
Well, no, part 2. So he's done his.
It's the second bit.
Second it. So you reckon you can last better than?
No.
Hang on, you've got. Hang on.
That's.
You got a glass of water there.
No, but look, Harry had them out.
Yeah, because I couldn't get too much out.
Who should I get?
What are you doing? Oh my god, that's quite a lot, Harry. No, you
gotta keep that. You
Oh yeah. So what's this? Have you seen this at school or something?
It's on
The
TikTok.
cinnamon.
TikTok.
On TikTok.
I'm going to put it in and
The
try
cinnamon
not to blow it out.
Go on then.
You might want to step back because I think the wind's blowing this way.
Ready?
Tell me when you're ready then.
It's going sorry that way.
1, go.
Oh.
Go, do it.
What is that word?
Oh! Give it here! Give it!
Oh. Oh, Harry!
Harry, do it on the ground.
Oh! Was that? Would you rather have that pig's trotter that the dog's got? Was that not a good plan? Look at him. He's really, look, he absolutely loves that. Buddy, is that better than cinnamon? Right.
Oh, it's all down me.
Oh,
no.
Harry. This is what the school holidays are about, isn't it? Stupidity. You'll never catch me doing anything like that. What do you mean it's my turn?
You have to do it.
You have to do it.
Do you reckon I should do
And
it?
then you need to wipe the spoon
Why?
because it's got water in it, and it will make the cinnamon.
Hygienic.
Yeah.
So what have I got to do? Right, who's taking over the camera?
Jack.
Right, you're filming then.
You've got to have a
Right.
tablespoon of cinnamon. Your water's in Harry's hand as well.
So this cinnamon is
I guarantee you can't swallow
19 years out of date. That's not good stuff. And you got the water ready.
I guarantee you can't put it down. You can't swallow it.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to swallow it?
A whole teaspoon. Your
How
track's
much do you
got to
put
So
on?
try.
you have to keep it in your mouth for minimum 10 seconds, then swallow it. That's good enough. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
Oh, I got a wobbly hand. Oh,
1,
this is-
go.
Put it in.
3, 2,
Put it in.
1, go. Just do it. It's
Do
fine.
it. We've both
So,
done
hang
it.
on. Let me just
I
get
was
this.
going to say put it in.
Get me.
Put it in.
Hang
Put
on,
it in.
do
Put it in. Put it in.
So,
Put it in.
have I got to swallow it?
You
You
have
gotta
to
try.
put it in your mouth for minimum. You have to keep it in your mouth 5 seconds, then you can
Right.
try to swallow it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Just swallow. You're going to swallow it now. Just come out as well.
Oh, dog, get away from that.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
At least you didn't get it down your
I have to apologise if you're eating your breakfast now or something when you're watching this. It's their fault. I'd never heard of it. Who's going to
his
take that? Can you
idea.
take that? I've got my camera here.
Right, just.
Just hold that glass. I'm going to drop it otherwise. Right, you take that.
I'm going to drop it.
Oh.
Jack.
Ugh. Bart's 2000.
4.
It is the 4, isn't it? 2004 Bart's Spices. Highly recommended. Anyway, that was just a little bit of fun for the holidays.
Nice taste
We
of
like
cinnamon in
we like a bit of silliness, don't we? And with these two, I'm not sure what silliness really here. He's probably
try that with
who's the
some other
silliest, him or him?
He had the idea of doing this, by the way.
Hang on, was it your idea? Was it?
Yeah.
Right,
I thought
Anyway.
it was a bit more sweet. Like, sit that.
buddy, we leave you to it. I think I'd rather chew on that, buddy.
Jack was literally saying,
I would
oh, it's
do-
like a cinnamon roll.
You know, like a cinnamon bun stuff. I thought it was gonna be like
disgusting.
sweet like that.
Right.
The bit in that, but it wasn't.
Right, I'm gonna mow the lawn in a minute, but I better let Buddy finish that first. All right, crack on. Well,